Alright, so my allergies are going a little bit crazy, but I hope I don't have to take any breaks or anything to deal with my nose, but it might happen. Alright, so I guess if it doesn't get too crazy, maybe I'll post this online. But, so, anyway, this is Heart Attack, episode, I guess, 3. I think I'm just going to do Ironclad. My, my defect runs were a little bit goofy. One of them, well, I had to cheat a little bit the last minute. I had to restart the heart fight, so that's the spoiler there. And the other one was super goofy. I started with buying a dead branch on like immediately on floor 2. It's pretty wild. Kind of made the whole run goofy, but I mean it was a win, and you don't get those for free. All right. I don't know. That's kind of YOLO. I like transforming cards. Let's see where the shop is. 100 is like not 100 gold is kind of a lot, but really you kind of would rather have like 300, 400, 500 or so. It's also nice to be kind of at high health when you get to the elite. Uh, After the third hallway fight, basic fight, the fourth and later, it's drawn from like a harder pool of random possibilities. So maybe I just do this one. Then you can get a relic and hopefully a rare card or something before everything starts getting harder. And if I'm doing super well, there's a pretty good chance I can hit a campfire and then do the burning elite. And if I'm doing, then depending on how well yeah, there's a lot of options. It's looking pretty stable. I think transforming the two cards is a little bit too YOLO for me right now. It's he does heal. He can heal some of it back, but sometimes you actually take 4 or 5, and you're just breaking even. So that's it's a little. I don't know. 24 is just kind of a lot. I could probably get away with it, but 3 question marks. There's a decent chance that one of these is a store. And if not, one of my alternatives to fighting a third elite is to hit a store. Like if I hit this shop with like 500 gold instead of 400 or just whatever, uh, that could be pretty good. Alright, yeah, so right away I'm taking 2 damage. Nothing I can do about it. I think this one, because it's going to take 2 strikes regardless. Okay. Alright, so now I have to actually think. What am I doing? Flex, I'm not a huge fan. Maybe if it's upgraded, I'll think about it, but I don't even know what my deck exactly does. Iron Wave is kind of. I guess it's kind of decent and for all the elites in this act. Gremlin Knob, especially. Like, how do you block without playing a skill card? That's one way. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I wasn't actually thinking about it. I think my mind just wandered for a second there. That's kind of an interesting choice. Just because of Gremlin Knob, And also the sentries, when you get so many dazes in your pile, well, I don't know. Sometimes you really want to block for the 18 damage as well. Um, I don't even know which is worse, Gremlin Knob or the sentries. I mean, as soon as you kill one of them, you just want to block like 8 or 10 or whatever it is. Okay. Yeah, that's weird because there's a specific event where you would get a turnip. I don't know if that's removed from the pool of events now. I don't know how exactly the RNG seeding works, but presumably you would never get 2 of those. I guess we'll find out. All right. What am I doing? I guess yeah. I mean, relics are nice. I just probably don't want it that bad. I think regret is like really bad, right? Yeah. I don't know. That event is like pretty often. I don't really think about it, even though maybe sometimes the other ones might be good. Obviously, if I'm down to like one quarter or 1/3, maybe I'll heal. But most of the time, I yeah, just take the max health. Oh, I could have played Bash. I think either way, it takes one more turn. Oh, turnip is slightly different. This one is completely nullifies it. I think the rats give you a mushroom that lessen the effect, which would be redundant, but I could see them actually making me take it. I'm not super crazy about any of these. Oh, well, Whirlwind is really, really bad against Guardian because he has thorns. It's like half of the fight, it's just a completely dead card. Power through, I'm just not really sold on my ability to do something about those cards. Intimidate is alright. Like against sentries, you remove the artifacts, and then maybe you can actually use Bash and have it actually do something. Here, okay. I'll just wait for Bash. That's not bad. I think that means they shuffle back into my hand. Bash was supposed to be in my hand this turn, so I don't know what's going to happen, but turn 3, no matter what I do, it's going to wake up after this turn. Okay, pretty good. Only one of my... Next turn I'll be able to block, so that's pretty nice. I have this fire potion I might end up needing, maybe not. Let's just see how much health do I want to save. I've got 2 campfires and 1 easy battle, probably. So I could actually take a fair amount of damage and still have it be okay. Yeah, pretty good turn for Iron Wave. Would have liked to have a 3rd attack card this turn, but I didn't. I think next turn is the big debuff turn, so yes, next turn is looking very good. Next turn I don't have to block it, and my bash and my strikes are all in my hand, but I don't know. Didn't do a ton of damage, so this is a little bit concerning. I did get to play 3 attack cards immediately after, on the second turn of Vulnerable, so that's good, but could be better. if you just do nothing but block, he eventually debuffs you again, which is no good. My draw pile's empty, so there's no I could. It's completely random what cards I get. So how many? Well, right now strikes do 5, or they do 7, basically. Iron Wave, maybe you only. Maybe that only does. Maybe that one only does 6, so like 6 or 7. So it's either 4 strikes or I don't know. Do I really need the fire potion? I mean, this is pretty nice. I can upgrade something. I don't know what though. Like I can use the campfire for an upgrade, like Iron Wave Plus. Seems decent. I mean, it's numerically it's exactly enough, which seems pretty cool. Okay, okay. So that's a pretty defensively oriented card, I guess. Rupture. I think I don't have any way of making that work right now. Do I just want to assume that I'm going to do that eventually because it's a really powerful effect? Or Cleave, you're sort of not super great. Maybe I get Sentries. There also is like second half of Act 1. There are fights where you fight like 3, where you fight 4 of the gremlins or the 5 slimes or something like that. I think I definitely want at least one of these campfires to be an upgrade, so that's sometimes alright. This could change like the slimes to the gremlins. This could like this and a strike could add up to 17 instead of 14, which sometimes changes which enemies you're able to kill. We got the bash, we got the Iron Wave. So it's either Gremlin Knob or Sentries, and this card is much better at Gremlin Knob. And Cleave, it's not bad at Sentries either. Intimidate, you don't last long enough for those fights. The reason I like Intimidate is because it costs 0, and sometimes you really want to play Demon Form, and maybe that's like 5 or 6 damage that you don't take that turn because you really wanted to block, but you had to play Demon Form. So, but right now it's still better than nothing because sometimes you want to play Bash and defend, and then it's like, eh. Anyway. It's a pretty bad turn to draw Intimidate. I think I just want to get lethal, so I don't want this to be in my hand ever again. It's just like multiple cultists. I would probably save it for later, but single cultist. Yeah, just 2 strikes. That's it. Didn't matter. I could have computed that if I'd. I guess there's a small chance that I don't get to line up the strikes with the vulnerables, and then it's awkward. So there are universes where the choice to play weak sort of matters. Not too crazy about these. Clash is just like, yeah, you have to trash a lot of stuff before that becomes even close to reliable. it feels good when it happens, but that's like sort of not actually a plan, especially not without some super duper reliable exhaust cards. I mean, Warcry are not good enough to slow me down with Gremlin Knob, I guess. It's sort of, even without the upgrade, this is kind of usually better than having nothing at all, because sometimes you get a card on the wrong turn. But I just don't want to play skills against Gremlin Knob if that happens, and the benefit is he's not super great. Twin Strike are also not really amazing, but I don't know. Maybe I get I don't know. Maybe I get a demon form or something. I don't know. Maybe I get a perfected strike. How much better do you get? Probably 7 times 2. Let's see. Is it Bash? Is Bash what I'm gonna use? I don't know. It's like I don't know. It's probably better than resting. 59 health. If it goes really well, I mean, I kind of want to. This shop looks decent, so I might. I don't know. Maybe I have to rest. Maybe I don't. Intimidate. Yeah, the fact that your skill, it's kind of similar to playing a defend for that turn. It's almost equivalent. So let's just get it out of the deck. You're not the best potion for a single enemy, but I don't know, half of a fire potion is still something. Maybe it ends up making a difference. We'll find out. No, it's not gonna. Okay, the potion is not gonna be used. It's okay. Pretty good relics. I do have to remember to play attacks. Do I really want another Iron Wave? I guess Reaper. It's sort of alright, even if you don't get strength, but with strength it suddenly, well, it slows down the whole game because you tend to stall out fights and wait for your strength to build up to sort of refill every single time, which is a little obnoxious, but worth it. I don't know. How much more? I mean, if I get strength, then that 1 point suddenly becomes like it's either a 20% buff or it's like 25% buff, or it's completely sort of trivial, depending on whether you get strength or, over time or not. I don't think I want another elite because I just got my rare card for the act, and from what I've heard online, your chance of getting a rare card starts out at like 0, and it increases a little bit every fight, and you get a bonus chance for each elite. And the act is almost over, and I just got my rare. It resets the counter. Um, so why am I saying this? I think I'm saying this because I'm not doing another elite fight. I don't think. I don't know. Another relic would be good. What's good for centuries? Do I just remove the artifacts? Or do I just want to go shopping? I don't know. Gold is good anytime. I mean, it's not like this is the last shop I'm ever gonna see, and I don't think I'm losing to the Act One boss. So maybe Elite's a better move. If I just those are the two things I have to survive, and then everything's fine. I don't know. There's some Act Two fights where I don't know. It's not really sufficient, but maybe it adds up, especially with the bronze scales. You get even if you don't kill things outright, you still get to do a little bit of chip damage here and there. So yeah, I think I can just survive an elite and a question mark, and for a relic, and then it's probably fine. Oh, good. Turn one intimidate. I guess it's better to block twice and save Reaper for later. I mean, it's probably going to get drawn with like 3 or 4 dazes anyway, and like only like the first shuffle is the first time you're ever gonna run out of energy hardly. Okay, lethal would be nice. So 10 plus like 16, not quite. Or if I don't play bash, 10 plus so 21 and another 6. I think I have to do exploding potion no matter what just to make it. So what is it? 10 plus. That would be like 7 times 2. 10 and 14. It just doesn't add up. So this is not going to be that great against the boss. Then again, I've got 2 empty slots. Maybe it'll matter more next 2, but I don't know. 45 health is. Yeah. Yeah, I only have that left over, so I'm still taking 9. Oh man, do I even get to play Reapered? This one's gonna kill itself if I don't kill it, so I don't even get to health drain that one. It's four health. What do I do? It seems kind of greedy. I could just draw all my dazes next turn, and then that would be kind of dumb. Oh, whoops! Didn't really calculate that. Wait, the thorns? The thorns just from the daze? It wasn't an attack. It was just a. I, how did the bronze scales? I don't understand. That's weird. Okay, boot's kind of garbage. Like when you get weakened, I guess it might matter. Other than that, probably doesn't matter. I've got too many cards. I don't really like Rampage right now. I don't know. Heavy Blade is like sort of okay, but it obviously needs some help. Anger is also sort of a thing. Against Guardian, it's kind of garbage. I just want one attack that hits pretty hard. Don't want a lot of little attacks. So I've got a Twin Strike and a Heavy Blade, so that's... After this is upgraded, it's a 5x scaling attack, and then an AoE, which is sort of like multi-scaling, and then a double scaling. Uh, hmm. Do I just take the gold and then I rest finally? Maybe I let it go and I upgrade the Heavy Blade. Just try to get really ahead of the... Try to get my deck ship shape for Act 2. I mean, the difference is like 100 gold or so, and 11 health. 11 health. Don't scary. Yeah, I think I'm a little more comfortable going for the upgrade if I leave it here. Intimidate's sort of an option too. Uh, like those stupid birds. We're gonna see those birds pretty soon. Yeah, I can see that helping it possibly. I think turn 2 the Guardian has a pretty big attack. So this already is probably helping. Yeah, it's a pretty good turn. That card is really expensive, and if you play it on a turn where you have to block, then you kind of can't do both. Oh, I guess bash and cleave. Yeah. It needs to be at least 22. Yeah. I guess the boot is doing something. I think I was just barely breaking through the shield, so boot did like an extra 3 or 4 damage. Usually does nothing. And now what? Oh, I removed a defend at some point, but I mean I have Iron Wave, but I did remove a defend and basically never. Yeah, I never really got any real blocking. Just a couple of restorative cards that remove themselves. So that's kind of a problem maybe for this fight. So that's 3 damage or more. I take 3 extra from, but it's 3 stacks of vulnerable. This is going a little bit. This is a little bit closer than I wanted it to be. I should have played the. I probably should have played the strength potion. Like Act 2, by the time I need potions, like the early fights are too short for it to really help that much usually. So I probably should have done that a long time ago. Yikes. Okay, was that... I've only used kunai once the whole battle. I guess because I've been too paranoid about attacking the sharp hide. Uh, and some of my attacks cost 2, which makes it awkward. Okay, Iron Wave, obviously. And then there's no way I can do 34 this turn. Let's see, that would be 12. 12 plus 19. It's not enough. Or 20. 32, not enough. Ooh, 32, and then I block the first attack, and then the Thorns takes care of it. 20 plus 12 is 32. Yeah. Okay, so that's those are good numbers. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, right. This one does more damage than a strike, even though it's AOE. So either way, anyway, much better. I've got 2 dexterity now. Do I just want to speed it up? What happens next turn? It probably wins no matter what. So, I don't really like the vulnerable wearing off. I don't know. Maybe I just need to do the damage. Because what if I just turtle and then he wakes up on a turn and then tries to attack and I don't have any attack cards to finish it? That would be pretty bad. Whereas right now, for the next couple turns, worst case is, well, I could have gotten literally no blocking this turn, but then I would still win. Right. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, well, there's 2 different self-harming cards to go with that. Um, what was it? Yeah. Whatever, the card that I passed up that gains strength when you lose health from your own cards. I don't know, probably. Fiend Fire is a little bit tempting. Offering is always pretty powerful. Can really save you, but Fiend Fire can solve some problems, and a lot of my cards I'm just not crazy about, and just getting rid of them, it might be good in its own, for its own sake. Offering might be better though. I don't know. Don't really know for sure that was actually the right thing. See, right now I don't like my deck very much, which makes Busted Crown a little bit scary. I don't know, maybe I just don't open treasure chests. I don't feel like I'm super strong. I don't think I can just stomp elites and get a whole bunch of relics. I think maybe, I don't know. I have a lot of gold. If I do open a treasure chest, maybe there's a shop nearby right afterward. Um, no guaranteed stores immediately after the chest. Well, let's see. I've got a lot of gold. I do need to open up a treasure chest to get a fragment at some point. Guess it might as well be this one. Doesn't with this path here? It probably doesn't matter too much. Something like that. Uh, are any of these actually going to be good? Uh, Probably not. Except you do more than 7 damage if I play you. I probably don't want to play Reaper against a single enemy. I think the way I save health is by ending the battle 1 turn sooner than I would otherwise. Oh, I'm wow. That last fight, I forgot I had the hourglass. I was wondering how the scales killed them when it was just a daze. It felt wrong. It was the hourglass. Okay. Oh yeah, sure. That has to be lethal. Oh, I really. I mean, you're upgraded, so that's a thing. I just probably, if I'd known this was coming, I probably wouldn't have taken the one that I've already got. Right now, you do nothing, but I think I just go cross my fingers and hope for more shops. There's 3 question marks later on. Like even if with the heavy blade and a heavy blade plus, uh, I want this one to attack, so it because it's doing 0 and it's going to injure itself on the bronze scales. Uh, Anyways, I think I just try to I hit as many stores as I can, and even a flex, like flex plus card remove, even that would be sort of justifiable. If maybe not amazing, but could be a thing. That's not enough. I think I just want to. Okay, I'm only taking 6, so that's probably. Yeah, that. Oh, it's not attacking anymore, but doesn't matter. Another faint fire. I mean, if I'm really trying to line up a flex with my heavy blade, well, second wind also sort of, but it doesn't work on strikes, so it's a little iffy. But I mean, if I draw 2 fiends, then whatever. They just it's a uh, self-solving problem. I don't not feeling the apparitions. I don't know, just my sort of bias, but this is like I know it's supposed to be really strong in OP, and I have tried it and I've won with it before. But this is such a double-edged event. I just it's kind of galaxy brain. I mean, the best case scenario is I get this event and then I immediately get offered a feed in the next floor. So you just feed 11 times and you're back up to usual max health, and you also have the apparitions, which is kind of cool, I guess. I just don't think that's it just doesn't feel necessary though. Feel no pain. I do have a fiend fire. I have two fiend fires. Is there anything else that Reaper and Intimidate? It's an all right feel no pain. It could use a little more support. There's no way I can get more strength right now. The Act Boss is the champion. So this kind of makes it so Intimidate actually blocks. Apotheosis is sort of interesting. Shrug It Off is kind of. There have been turns where I wanted to block, but I just couldn't. Do I remove a card? Maybe that's a lower priority because I can always Fiend Fire. But is there anything that I really, really want here? I have two heavy blades, right? This one's just garbage. Like, why is this even? It costs, like, if you find it in a treasure chest, that's one thing, but it costs like 3 times as much as it should for what it does. It's just like my plan is just to add like 20 cards to my deck. Like, what's the deal with that? I have no potions whatsoever. I think Flex Potion, yeah, that could save. I could easily save a fight, like a Book of Stabbing or something, or just anything that just has to die this turn. I think I just need to be a believer in the Feel No Pain, even though right now it's not great yet, but it's give it some time, it probably will be. Um, Intimidate, sort of justifiable. Like maybe I would take it if it was offered as a as in, against some bad cards. Like it might be better than skipping, but it's maybe not worth. I don't think it's worth gold right now. I don't know. I mean, right now it's the only way that I can apply weakness. What do I want? Some upgrades? Maybe I don't get the apotheosis. Maybe I just do 2 upgrades going along the right side there. Yeah, the apotheosis is kind of. Right now I'm taking a lot of cards, and I don't know. Maybe I just don't get to play it fast enough. I think I like the 2 campfires, which means I don't need that. T set is sort of interesting. It affects your pathing, and I do have a campfire, but before that elite, and then I'm going to get use this like 3 times this act. Okay, I can't afford both of these. So it's either the sling or the T set. It's only the first turn. Sometimes it's a really big deal. Sometimes your first turn is just garbage though. This is not bosses, it's only elites. Champ, I think the champ doesn't even attack you on turn one. Like, so the T set is not going to help with Act 2 boss at all. Well, neither will this. This is just going to help the elite. I don't know. I'm trying to play a strength deck, and right now I haven't gotten anything that I really needed for that. Okay, I think this is getting in the way, and I don't know. There are turns where the Book of Stabbing or the Slavers fight, or maybe this is actually a lot. Maybe it does. Maybe it actually does a lot. Sometimes we'll find out. I've already got the cursed key. I don't think I can. I don't think I can do that. Oh, there's also I need to do this eventually. Like these are all pretty good upgrades. This one sometimes is a good upgrade. Right now, it's not. Right now, it's not as compelling. This is also a good upgrade. Oof. I've already, I guess. Not as good for the axe boss, but it solves a lot of. Aside from axe bosses, it does immediately solve a lot of problems. Um, I guess two defends, but then I don't. Yeah, the question is whether I want to play bash or not, because then I can only block once and then still play cleave. Yeah, I think I upgraded that bash for a reason, and we're gonna do it. Okay, this one dies all by itself now because of the hourglass. Iron Wave. Oh, I can afford to play both, so yeah. One, two, three, four. 4 times 13, 52. That just does it outright. Well, if I'm gonna play one additional, well, hold on, how much is that? That's like, it says 6, but for that it'll do 9 to him, then 9, and then 27. 9, and then 3 copies of 13. 39 and 9. Oh, that's not enough. I mean, with the hourglass, it is. Thirteen times 1, 2, 3. 39 and 9 is 48. The hourglass does 3. Yeah, so I can get away with this. With 1 to spare. Wait, is it the beginning of my turn? Oh, he wasn't attacking that turn. It was fine. Okay. Scared myself a little bit there. Yep. Reading comprehension at the start of your turn. Alright, more likely to get shops. Do I still have... I have 4 out of 5 of my strikes, and I have a twin strike. Still not really convinced. Battle Trance, you're like... And right now there's no downside, and I have 2 Fiend Fires. I have 1 Shrug It Off. That's not really super detrimental. It seems pretty reasonable. Okay, there are some upgrades that I like, but I might. I don't know. I might end up needing a campfire later. I have to open a chest eventually. I should be slightly more eager to take the sapphire key if they offer it, just because I'm taking a curse because I have to eventually. Art of War is actually pretty good. I think I don't have that many skills though. I have a lot of cards that cost 2 energy, so this normality might be pretty okay for now. I mean, I definitely want to get rid of it, but yeah, Art of War. I mean, I like Art of War. It's not quite as good in this deck as it might be typically. Oh man, this is a fun relic, but I just got a curse. I mean, pain with normality. Those curses actually sort of get along with each other fairly well. That's okay. Let's just upgrade one card, but which one? I don't know. Basically, anything in the last six seems seems all right. How many heavy blade? I already have one heavy blade plus. It's kind of like the idea is you get either demon form or you get limit break plus, and then if you have one heavy blade in your deck, you only really play it once when your strength is like 30, and it's sort of redundant to upgrade the other one, I guess. I mean, I guess you're that much more likely to draw it sooner, but yeah. I don't know. I feel like this probably helps sometimes. Two question marks. Also two question marks. Oh, that's it. Yeah. Normality. I could have done another 9 damage. We're good. Exactly enough. That's good. Feel no pain. Do I just not even bother? I have 2 dazes. I probably play Fiendfire next turn, so it seems like maybe it's a big deal. So I just take 0 damage, and then I think Fiendfire is like not quite enough damage. But then I block 4. Well, defend. If I actually play it, it blocks 5. I don't know. I'm not dealing as much damage that way though. I guess it blocks everything and doesn't do enough damage, but is there any, how many do I need to block 10? I have to play 4. I only have to play 3 of these, or I only have to exhaust 3, so yeah, a little more damage this way. And oh, next turn, or I guess the scales, bronze scales gets it. Oh no, okay, it was blocking. It gained a little bit of block and then it attacked me. Okay. I'll play this first in case I draw in normality and maybe it affects the line a little bit. Either way, it would have been my third card, so it didn't matter. Okay, definitely don't need a third heavy blade. Second wind is sort of alright with feel no pain sometimes, but I don't know how many non-attack cards do I really have. Yeah, I think second wind is competing with Fiendfire right now, and I don't think I'm. I don't think that's. I don't think I have a plan for that. I don't think I have a plan for Havoc either. Just Fiendfire is doing all the work here. Okay. I think we do not want curses. Oh. Wow. You do this once and you're stuck with it forever. That decay has been there for a long time. I think I'd rather have decay than normality. It's just dumb. I mean, you can play that event that way. It's just you never ever get anything good from it ever again. It's just sad. I feel like I don't get that event that often. Otherwise, I would get it on purpose just to change it to something better. But by the time I get to it, I kind of already care about the run. I don't want to give it up. I guess Fiendfire is a block card this turn. I definitely cannot get lethal, but blocks 20. Yeah, it's just enough. Oh, right, and Fiendfire also exhausts itself. So I think I could have played the cleave too. So I hope it doesn't matter. Let's see. 10 plus would be 21. Not quite. I still want to block some of that damage. It's pretty sad because I'm pretty sure it's going to get healed too. Like, should I have just eaten the 11 damage? Okay, it's fine. I could play one Intimidate and still have enough. 15. I only need to exhaust 2 cards with Fiendfire, actually. Sixteen is bigger than 14. Oh yeah, that's math. So just whatever. Just play attack cards and it's fine. Yeah, okay. Perfected Strike. I could have 2 of you by now. I don't know. I want to believe in the strength buffs, but at the moment it's just a flex potion. It's making me a little sad. No, another Twin Strike would be kind of derpy, just kind of more of the same, weighing me down, I think. Okay, this fight's a little awkward. How do I actually do damage? Or do I just not deal damage? I mean, I need to play Fiendfire at just the right time, and then whatever's left has to be somewhat good. Like, I want to keep my Shrug It Off. I want to get rid of a bunch of garbage. But with Heavy Blade, the most that ever does is 25 bonus damage. If it's upgraded. So it's a little less than 60 if I have Strength Potion and Vulnerable. So that's like 100 damage or 120-ish, 110. If my entire turn is just double Heavy Blade, it's not super great. That's let's see. At least the Decay is going to get exhausted by the Fiendfire at some point, presumably. Intimidate, I had to. It's, I don't know, kind of awkward just to play Intimidate at the right time. I think maybe Shrug It Off. At least I'm at full health. Fiendfire is pretty great for the for regular enemies and the elites, but then the act boss, it's gonna struggle. Yeah. Okay, anything I want to get rid of? Is it worth, not just for 2 strikes, I don't think. So no Fiendfire. Oh, I have the Kunai. I just need to play 3 attacks every turn. I can only play... oh, it's not Normality. I could play... I mean, I could re-roll it. I could wait until I have a better Fiendfire. But then I'm paying 2 health just for a reroll, and then I have to draw the card again. I mean, I think best case scenario is the Battle Trance draws you a Fiendfire together with like 6 bad cards that you want to get rid of, and then this one's upgraded too, so wasting the upgraded one just to do 20 damage with no vulnerable. I don't know, it's not the best luck, but I don't feel good about playing it now. This turn sucks too. Well, okay. It kind of sets me up for next turn a little bit. I feel like I'm going to need some of those cards, and I won't have them. Oh, it's not attacking this turn either? Okay, we'll take it. Oh, I don't know if it attacks next turn or not, and that means I don't know whether I should play this or not. I think he's gonna... that means he's debuffing negative effect. Okay. I think I want to play the Flex Potion when I get a big Fiendfire Plus turn, assuming that happens eventually. I gotta keep remembering the Kunai. This is not the turn where I want to play Fiendfire. This is not a thing. It's just nothing. I mean, I have Feel No Pain, but I have no choice. If I play it, I lose both Fiendfires, and that's kind of garbage. I think most important thing is to keep the vulnerable stack, so it means I don't get to play Reaper either. Now what? I'm barely blocking anything at all. I guess instead of Heavy Blade, three strikes, just so I can just to gain the dexterity point, and still have one left over to block. Yeah, right now it's looking kind of scary, but I'm at the end of my deck. So if I'm lucky, I can draw Fiendfire, and we'll see what I get. So any one of these cards could be Fiendfire, and I would feel okay about that. It just didn't happen. Well, I have Feel No Pain, so if I can block 7, then I'm not quite getting the full value here. Is that the third? Yeah, it's the third attack. Okay. Oh, good. It does blockable damage. I forgot about that. It doesn't just subtract health. So that's actually not the worst curse you could have. I'm pretty sure this guy's attacking next turn. I keep saying that, but then I keep second guessing. But again, Feel No Pain. Maybe I just hold it for like the free blocking. 5 dexterity. Alright. 5 dexterity. Wow, yeah, that's scary. Okay, so I block. At least it's not the upgraded Heavy Blade. I just, God, or what's the arithmetic on this? Am I just dead? I might just be dead, so let's see. 4 times 4 is 16, 26, and 31. I think I'm just barely alive. Yeah. It's pretty awful. Ooh, that is not... Wow, that's... Oh, no. Man. Wow. What happens if I... What happens if that's the turn where I had my flex potion? I get another 25 plus 50%. It's another 37-ish plus all this other stuff. But then the Fiendfire also ends up being weaker in that scenario. Yeah. Yeah, wow, that's... I think I took too many Fiendfires or something. There's probably... I don't know. I never figured out how I was actually going to handle a boss fight. let's cheat a little bit. Um, okay, maybe turn one. My goal is to play kunai. Oh, I could have played cleave. That's stupid. Yeah, I thought about playing Fiend Fire. But I didn't really want to get rid of Heavy Blade and the Strike. Maybe Heavy Blade sucks because I don't have strength and it costs 2 energy. That makes it really hard to play it together with kunai. It just doesn't work out. Okay, I'm trying not to take damage. I think I decided I was trying to line that up with Battle Trance and Vulnerable. I think that was the plan. Okay, I want to stack. I want to play Bash and I want to play 2 strikes or something. Okay, I've got 3 attacks that cost 1. I think those are my best odds. I'm gonna draw 2 out of those 3. It didn't happen. Okay. So no kunai this turn. It'd be nice to get rid of Reaper. Maybe I should have. I only played 2 attacks that turn. Yeah, so this is a turn where I could make Heavy Blade plus hit with Vulnerable and Flex Potion, but maybe it's not worth it. Oh, I haven't used the Artifact Potion yet, so maybe I'll try it this turn. So just 1, 2, 3. I don't think I can lose Bash. I don't have enough. I'm just going to run out of steam. Block 7 or Lifesteal for 6, and then Reaper's gone. And I also exhaust it, so it blocks another 4. Okay. Slightly better than Defend, I think. It's an expensive card that just gets in the way. I don't think I get to play 3 attacks this turn. Not unless I Energy Potion, just seems kind of dumb. Nah, I think I need my energy potion and a flex potion for whenever my assuming I can have a good turn with battle trance. Do I really want the dexterity more than blocking 8 right now? That was probably stupid. Uh, okay, so this could be a big turn, right? So I play Shrug It Off first, just so I can draw one extra card, and then I have the energy potion if it really matters. Backup plan is at least I can play 3 attacks this turn, and no matter what. And, okay, and one of them is an Iron Wave, so that lowers the damage a bit. So energy potion, it doesn't get me a second kunai proc, because yeah, I only play 5 and I need to play 6. And I still need to play a defend. Well, Iron Wave's good enough, right? Okay, so which ones? I guess you. Two heavy blades with vulnerable. Uh, so 41, and then 8 times. I guess that would be like 7 bonus damage. So it's another 56. 56 damage. 56 plus the 82 that I already have. Next turn, that's not the world's best fiend fire either. That's like maybe I just play intimidate, defend, or something stupid. Like next turn, do I get lethal if I do 10 times 4? I had to play bash again because I'm down to the last stack already. So bash and then fiend fire would do 3 hits for 15, so it's another 45. Cutting it close. I'll have to do the math later, I think. Energy potion? Probably not. Okay, this is the turn where I could die. So how much does that do? 10 times 4 or 15 times 3? 15 times 3 is, yeah, 45. 50% bonus would be like 21 times 3. Oh, it's very close. I would have to actually compute it though. That's not so great. I think Intimidate and Fiend Fire is where I block as much as I possibly can this turn, and it's probably not enough. That is garbage. I actually played it worse the second time. That's really, really, really rough. I think it's been a while since I've played Ironclad. I'm not sure what would have fixed this. I just don't remember seeing anything all that good. I think just too much wishful thinking about getting the strength build. It's probably my problem. I mean, sometimes it pays off and it's really, really good, but it didn't happen. Yep, well, there you go. YOLO. Except not YOLO. You get the whale just resurrects you over and over again. That's not your true potential. I'm sorry.